Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michaela Santa, and welcome to you on my channel, Sheikh Afghan Jelebi Michaela Santa. According to with the title and thumbnails, yes, today we are roasting Tulsi Gabbard repeatedly, and now here our roasting points is she's Tulsi Gabbard, but her roasting point is Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus. And here I can say some points, and that is Happy Bangladesh Independence Day. I mean, happy victory days of India, where India beat Bangladesh in 1971. Okay, and now here we can see here I got some information as a story, and the rumor is that Donald Trump are now being angry on Tulsi Gabbard. And what is the reason? Reason is clear. Tulsi Gabbard said some negative. Tulsi Gabbard had some informations to the defense ministers and the honorable presidents of United States of America, Donald Trump, that our Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus were involved to destroy the economy and sovereignty of United States of America. Okay, now here we can see, well, some Bangladeshi friends inform me that in Bangladesh here, November 21st, here is an earthquake with magnitude of 5.7. Just imagine 5.7. Okay, and now that's the significant points. Here we can see this earthquake is not natural because here now the earthquake zone is northern Bangladesh, near the border between Bangladesh and India, and Bangladesh and Myanmar and Chittagong. The district border between Chittagong and Rangamati. But here you can see there's now Bangladesh terrorists are testing the nuclear weapon to create a artificial earthquake. And here it is the points that what's happening there. Okay, and here you can see the points you can be noticed. Now, when the story would start, Donald Trump in the demonstrated story would tell you that how Tulsi Gabbard is failure to protect the sovereignty of United States of America from Bangladeshi terrorists. And it is the significant for problems as we can see the points. Okay, and first of all, the first plan of Dr. Mohammad Yunus is to generate an artificial earthquake where center would be Washington city of the District of Columbia of United States of America. Particularly the center of the artificial earthquake would be, well, White House. And what is the casualty would be? The casualty is almost several hundred thousands of Americans living in Washington DC. They would be just and white out, or they would be uh, uh, with a death because of artificial earthquake. Okay. And the second plan is to invade uh, United States of America with the half populations of Bangladesh. And that is very dangerous, as we can, okay, that is very dangerous, and we can notify states. Okay, now here we would discuss that how Donald Trump is angry on Tulsi Gabbard because Tulsi Gabbard is failed to protect the sovereignty of United States of America from Bangladeshi Terrorist, where the leader of Bangladeshi Terrorist is Hasnat Abdullah. Oh, here one of the leaders, but chief leader is Dr. Mohammad Yunus. Okay, and now here we can see about our points. Okay, let's get started. And now here we would let Donald Trump, the honorable president of United States of America, to roast Tulsi Gabbard, the honorable United States National Intelligence Secretary or Director, whatever. And now let's see. Welcome, Habibi. It is me, Donald Trump, and I am here with you. Well, and now here we can see the points. Here I have this long length of Central Intelligence Agency reports from Bangladeshi Terrorist, where chief leader is Dr. Mohammad Yunus. And now here I can see that how Dr. Mohammad Yunus are planning on United States of America. Okay. Well, now here you can see the points. Let's back on the earthquake. Here earthquake is Washington, where center would be Washington DC. Center would be White House. That means the house where the President of United States America, are going to live in from 2025 to 2028. And here some of rumors goes to my devotee Michaela. Here we can see the points. That is the significant notifications, as here we can see. Okay. Here the significant notifications here we can see. Well, she would write as my comments that what is the long list plan of the probable earthquake on United States of America, particularly Washington, the District of Columbia, particularly White House, that means the House of President of United States of America, would be the center of the artificial earthquake. And that is shocking because the nobody wants to believe that this this artificial earthquake, the Bangladeshi terrorist want to occurs on uh, the White House. Well, and here you can see the primary target is me, the President of United States of America. But here secondary target is who I would show you. Okay. Now here you can see, well, here something I have mistakes. Okay, Michaela, won't worry. Well, and here you can see that is something like the current populations of Washington DC, the capital city of United States of America is 702,250 Americans living in Washington DC. Okay. Now here you can notify is that it is the significant points that is my house. I mean that temporary house, because I am President of United States of America from 2025 to 2028, and I would be retired from Republican politics in 2029. So it is the sure point. Okay, and now here we can see the next generation of something like the clear-cut points. Here some significant notifications is very dangerous. Now here Dr. Mohammad Yunus want to attack on United States of America. And now here you can see that what is the reason? Because the reason is, I would say the reason start from 2016. Here it is my first election with where opposite competitor is candidate Hillary Clinton. Okay. Now Hillary Clinton, want to be a women president of United States of America. Well, in 1991, where in the first years of internet era, well, President Bill Clinton has some significant issues in the conflict between Israel versus Palestine, and hence Bill Clinton has some issues in the war between Pakistan and India at several points. Okay, and here we can see the points is too significant to believe that here is something points. Okay, Michaela, I wish you have a recording. Okay. Yes, your recording is well. Now here we can see the points. Here I became the president of United States of America in 2016 after beating Hillary Clinton. Okay. Now, here I am talking about the president elections where I was the first time elected president of the United States of America, and where Yunus is relevant. Okay, now Yunus is relevant here because Dr. Mohammad Yunus was the funding persons who fund Hillary Clinton to win the elections. Dr. Mohammad Yunus wanted to buy every voters of United States of America to support Hillary Clinton. Okay, but here the turning point is that I became the president of United States of America, and where I became the president of United States of America, here we can see the significant points that can be notable. Yeah. Now Dr. Mohammad Yunus are angry on me, and from 2017 to 2020. Okay. Dr. Mohammad Yunus living in sometimes Canada, sometimes Mexico, and sometimes France. And here Dr. Mohammad Yunus back on United States of America when I lost the presidential election in 2020, where Joe Biden has been elected president of the United States of America. And surprisingly, here is first time we can see the women vice president of United States of America. Okay, now you can see it is the records without exceptions. We are talking just normal records. The country has been destroyed where the president or prime ministers is women, and even vice president is women, country can be destroyed. And here we can see here is some exceptions like England, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. Because they are under the British Empire. It can be just exceptions. Out of 100 female presidents, prime ministers, female prime ministers, or female or queens, only one female president or one female prime minister or one queen can be productive for the economy of their own country, and the rest of 99% of female president, prime minister, and or queens, the country has been collapsed. Here we can see even ruler is a man, but the controller of rulers is women, hence country can be destroyed. And the parts. When I lost the White House by Joe Biden, Dr. Mohammad Yunus came back to United States of America. And you know, in the August 5, 2024, Sheikh Hasina has resigned from Bangladesh. And August 8, 2024, Dr. Mohammad Yunus has been the chief advisor of Bangladesh governments, where Dr. Mohammad Yunus is liberal American citizens. Okay. When Dr. Mohammad Yunus was ordinary citizen in United States of America, here we can see 30 trillion United States of America contains 36 trillion United States dollars of debt. Well, and what about 36 trillion United States dollars? Well, any country has been considered as a poor country. Well, but irony is that we Americans consider ourselves as a rich country. Well, ordinary American citizen Dr. Mohammad Yunus was enough to destroy the entire economy of United States of America. And now here you can see this. Now Dr. Mohammad Yunus is chief advisor of Bangladeshi Terrorist. And what about the points? What would be happen on United States of America? You can notify this. Well, here it is the magnitude points as we can mention. Okay. Now here the earthquake on Washington. Now let's focus on the plan. Well, the plan is artificial earthquake would contain magnitude of 8.9, where resistance magnitude would be 8.7. Okay, well, generally we would not suppose to say what would be the resistance magnitude of our capital city, Washington, D.C. It is confidential, but sometimes Dr. Mohammad Yunus assume our resistance magnitude would be the different numbers. Here, one of the number is 8.7. Okay. Well, now here we can see the artificial earthquake energy. How can be measurable? It is clear. That is 10 to the power bracket of 1.5 multiplied by bracket of the summations of magnitude and resistance magnitude, double bracket close. Okay. Now here we can see Dr. Mohammad Yunus, accordance with Dr. Mohammad Yunus plan. Okay. What is the earthquake magnitude? 8.9. What is the resistance magnitude? 8.7. Okay. The summations of 8.9 and 8.7 is, well, 17.6. Okay. Now here we can see what is the half of 17.6, that is 8.8. Okay, now let's see what is the summations of 17.6 plus and 8.8. 17 and 8 is 33. Okay, 25 and 6 and 8 is 24. Okay, now the summation between 17.6 and 8.8 is 25.4. Now what is 10 to the power 25.4? Okay, that is the simple points. That is almost 252 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 joule. Okay, it is the energy of artificial earthquake. Okay, now artificial earthquake nuclear element is the original factors. Here temperature is 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now here we can see earthquake nuclear weight. What is the points? Okay. Now here energy divided by bracket of here earthquake element specific heat multiplied by temperatures. Okay. And here we can assume it there's 15,408 because well it is the comparable to be disclosed. What is the chemicals because of the community guidelines, but I would say on the different topics, I mean the different points of the roasting topics. Okay, and now the nuclear earthquake nuclear weight is here almost well 2.46 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 647 kilogram. That is less than 10 to the power negative 12 picogram. Okay. And here we can see what is the casualty? The casualty is death of 703,000 Americans. Okay. That is the earthquake, one fractions of earthquake plan of Dr. Mohammad Yunus accordance with CIA reports. Okay. Now here we can see, well, Michaela know the informations. Central Intelligence Agency informed me this and dear Tulsi Gabbard, you are director of United States National Intelligence Department. Well, but the problem is that what did you do action against artificial earthquake? Okay, I know. Well, we are helpless and hopeless in front of earthquake, but that is only natural earthquake. But our Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus is planning the artificial earthquake on on Washington DC, particularly center is my house. Well, at the first points, Tulsi Gabbard, you are the responsible to resist the artificial earthquake. Well, we are a universal victim, or but we are hopeless in front of earthquake. But that is the natural earthquake. But dear Tulsi Gabbard, you are the responsible to resist artificial earthquake created by the Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr Mohammad Yunus. But what did you do? You have none of points to resist Dr Mohammad Yunus. Okay. Now here, now what about Walker? Well, Walker is in the department of my devotee Michaela. Okay. And now, here you can see that is the points. Here we can calculate that what is going on. And that is extremely dangerous. Well, and here you can see it is accordance with resistance magnitude of 8.7 of Washington DC. Okay. But now the point is, what if Washington DC would contains well resistance magnitude of 8.1 and Dr. Mohammad Yunus want to generate artificial earthquake with a magnitude of 8.9. Okay, you can see the points. Okay, Michaela, you can type it, and I would say something as very different. Okay. Well, Michaela, are you ready for it? Well, here we can see. Here you can write resistance magnitudes of 811. Okay. And here you can see, what is the summation of 8.9 and 8.1? Oh, that is 17. Okay. What is the multiplications between 1.5 and 17? Let's find out. First of all, we want to have the multiplications between 0.5 and 17. That is 8.5. Okay. Now, could you tell me what is summation between 17 and 8.5? Okay. Yes, that is 25.5. Okay. Well, 1 point, and here we can see 8.1 sum by 8.9. 1, 2. Okay. Well, what is the points? That is almost 3.17. Well, 31.7 multiplied by 10 to the power, that is here we can see 31.7 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 joules. Okay. And accordance with round figure, that would be 32 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 joules. Well, uh, you could write calculately. Okay. Now let's have an input of 32 multiplied by 10 to the power 24 joules. Okay. Now let's subtract by nuclear metals specific heat, that is 15,408. Okay, multiple by the temperature. What is the temperature? 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. Oh my god. Well, here you can see the points. Well, here you can see this. Well, in your mobiles, calculators contain some problems. Okay, 3.11. What is the subtraction from 18 by 666? Okay. Well, 18 subtract by 666 is negative 648. Well, and here you can notify this. That is the significance here we can see. 31, 32. Here is inputs. Well, here we can write 12, and here we can see we can write 3, and here we can replace 8 by 7. I mean, we can replace 7 by 8. Okay. Now here you can see the points. Well, here that is still nuclear artificial earthquake chemical weight is 3.12 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 648 kilograms. That is smaller than 10 to the power negative 24 picogram. Okay. That is here we can see the significant points, and that's very dangerous of the issues. Dr. Mohammad Yunus want to contact artificial earthquake on Washington DC. Now here we can see my devotee Michaela know that what is the significance of the CIA reports, and she knows the information because she contains the calculations about it. Okay, and now, well, in the via on CIA reports and social media, YouTube, now I know the how Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus can be dangerous for dangerous to generate artificial earthquake on United States of America, particularly my presidential house. Okay, because my presidential house is in Washington DC, and the population of our Washington DC is 702,250 Americans. But the irony is that here we can see Tulsi Gabbard know the points, but still Tulsi Gabbard did not conduct any actions on the Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus. And here is my opinion is what is the reasons? Well, if the reason is very dangerous, that is not okay. Okay. Now here we can see, Michaela got, Michaela, perhaps you got no times because here we are shootings on December 11th, and your country's victory day is December 16 against Bangladesh. And here we can see we have a low times for the proper videos. Okay, now here we can contact it in the video length would be 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay. Well, and let's see the points. It is the significant moments as we can notify. Okay, okay. Now the significant points here we can discuss. That is the traffic points we can see. Well, now let's focus on it. We can conduct the third atoms of magnitudes. And now here we can see, well, what if Washington DC contains artificial earthquake with magnitude of 17 point, 17.9 or 18.9. Here we can see the notifications, that is the and resistance magnitude of would be 8. Okay. Now here you can see that is the dangerous movements from Dr. Mohammad Yunus. And here, well, when Dr. Mohammad Yunus is chief advisor of Bangladesh, my friend Narendra Modi gets benefits of it. Okay. From the throne of Dr. Mohammad Yunus, Alma Jacob is not saying anything against Narendra Modi. Okay. Now here we can let's focus on it. The artificial earthquake would contain magnitude 15 and resistant magnitude would be 8. Okay. What is the summation between 15 and 8? Let's get started. That is 23. Okay. What is half of 23? That is 11.5. That means we have just to calculate the 10 to the power 34.5. Michaela, could you calculate 10 to the power 34.5? Perfect. 15 plus 8. Well, okay. 3.17. Okay, 32 decillion joule. Okay. You can see that is 32 decillion joule. Okay. And now here we can talk about the inputs here of some things. Well, here earthquake nuclear temperatures is that nothing is changed. Okay, that is 33. Well, here we can see the points. Let's focus on it. Michaela, could you calculate it? Okay. Write input 32 multiplied by 10 to the power 33. Okay. Well, divided by, enter divided by bracket of 15,408. Well, multiple by 666 because the calculating with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 is something like impossible. Well, I understand. Okay. Now here you can subtract 27 by 666. Okay. Now here what is your output? Yes, you got right. Well, that output of nuclear earthquake nuclear weight is 31 3.12 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 639 kilograms. Okay. Now here we as we can assume the weight. Well, that is here we can see 3.12 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 639 kilogram is smaller, lighter than 10 to the power negative 36 picograms. Well, and here we can see still casualty that is 703,000 Americans contains dead only in Washington. But the problem is here we can see when the artificial earthquake magnitude would be 15. Well, this is just dangerous things as we can see. Well, now we would contact the casualty of the entire Americans. And what is that? Well, that is 300 million Americans. Okay. With the artificial earthquake on contact on Washington DC, particularly in the center of my presidential house, contains magnitude of 15. Well, here you can notify this just for a moment. Here I would be sometimes frustrated. Well, our first session is being minute by minutes. Well, just for a moment, here our 51 enter of 51 states and 13 colonies. Well, would be Inna lillahi wa inna ilahi rajiun. Well, Donald Trump, is a Christian, but my devotee, Michaela, is a Muslim. And this is the channels of my devotee, Michaela. Hence, I would say, well, Inna lillahi wa inna ilahi rajiun. Well, religion is not bad, but religious ritual, particularly Islamic rituals, are evils. And here it is the points. And you can, in the science, religion is illogical, but religious community is unethical. Okay. Now here we can see through the CIA reports and my devotee Bangladeshi Michaela Lesbian, I came to know that with the artificial earthquake on Washington DC, where center is my presidential house, with magnitude of 15, where resistance magnitude is 8, the Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr Mohammad Yunus is the significant threat not only Washington DC but also the entire of 51 states and 13 colonies of United States of America. Well, and here it is the significant points, as we can say. Okay, now let's focus on it. Okay. Now here I can focus it here how Bangladeshi terrorist leader. Okay. Well, let's have a break for 2 minutes and I will be back. Okay. Well, and here now we can see what about the points Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus plan on United States of America. Here is the second plan is to invade the United States of America with the donkey routes. Okay. Now here I would frankly to tell you that why am I elected to be second times United presidents of United States of America. Okay, and here you can see that is the significant moments. Donald Trump became the second times United States presidents of United States of America. In just two in the purpose. The first purpose is economy. I have to reform the economy of United States of America, and second times I have to protect the sovereignty of United States of America. Okay. And now, well, we are going to contains the computer system of Tulsi Gabbard in the topic of the military achievements. Okay, now here we can see the points. Well, invades. What is the invasion points? Now, first time here I would say about the artificial solar arc reactor points, and hence I would talk about the petrol points. Okay, because Bangladeshi terrorists using artificial solar arc reactor to generate nuclear weapons, you know. Okay, now here you can see this. Well, the donkey routes is we can say half of weight of plane. Donkey plane is 100,000 kilograms. Here departure is Dhaka, Bangladesh, and arrival is Mexico City of Mexico, and the distance is almost 15,000 kilometers. Where flying time is 1 second. Okay. Now let's see what is the kinetic power. The kinetic power is 23 trillion megawatts, and the backup kinetic power is 69 trillion megawatts. Okay. Now what is the power? The nuclear fuel is the nuclear solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. And now you can see this. What is the nuclear solar weight? Now here we have a measurement, that is M equal to energy is the 3 times kinetic power. So here divided by bracket of eta multiplied by artificial solar arc reactor specific heat and multiplied by temperatures. Okay. And here we can see the point is here significant points, that is 6.87 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 654 kilograms. Okay, that is lighter than 10 to the power negative 36 picograms. Here we can see the points. Now it is only for 50 persons, okay, per plane. But here we can see the populations, the accordance plan of Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr Mohammad Yunus. She wants America contains 8 crore Bangladeshi populations in United States of America. Now, what is 8 crore? That is 80 million Bangladeshis. Okay. And now here we can see the points that this is some significance. Well, we need almost 2 million planes to contain 80 million Bangladeshi in as a citizen of United States of America illegally. Well, this is the moment. And what is the points? Dr. Mohammad Yunus said, Bangladesh contains 150 million 150 million in Bangladesh with the area of 147,570 kilometers square. And here we can see, United States of America contains 9,999,000 kilometers squares. Okay, that means America is 19 in area. America is 99 times larger than Bangladesh. Okay, and it is the points that why Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr Mohammad Yunus contains population terrorism in United States of America. Well, and here you can notify this. That is the significant moments and the points. Well, now here the topic is the point is one plane travel cost is 10,000 United States dollars. Well, here we can see, and that means almost here 1 million Bangladeshi taka. Well, now let's focus on United States dollars. Well, one ticket. 50 tickets contains here 500,000 United States dollars. Okay. That means 5 E5. Well, now how much plane? That is 2 million. 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. Now what is summation between 5 and 6? That is 11. And what is this multiplication of 5 and 2? We know that is 10. Hence here we can see the expenditure would be 1 trillion United States dollars. Okay. Now, previously I have mentioned that I have been second time elected president of United States of America in the purpose of economy and sovereignty. And here we can see the accordance with our economy. Well, here we lost 1 trillion United States dollars in here in the expenditure to welcoming Bangladeshi terrorist of 80 millions, and that is the significant points, and that is dangerous circumstance, and we have to produce rice by in farming. We have to rice produce for Bangladeshi. We have to produce several food for Bangladeshi separately, where the farmer would be original Americans. That means 10 trillion United States dollars is to be lost in every year. Okay. For 20% American citizen to be born in Bangladeshi, we lost 11 we lost 11 trillion United States dollars from our gross domestic products. Okay, now here I was recording with the camera of Michaela, but problem is that here sometimes, here in Bangladesh we contains lack of electricity problems in Bangladesh. Okay. Now here you can see the points we can start. Well, now here we can see uh, we can bring 8 crore, I mean 80 million Bangladeshi as an permitted American citizens. Okay. We know there's every Bangladeshi citizen's IQ contains intelligence score of below 9. And in America, well, if your intelligence score is below 85, you cannot get any workforce and you cannot get any professional place as an employment. And here you can see the points. Yeah, but Bangladeshi contains here below IQ 9. Hence, we are facing 80 million unemployments in United States of America because Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus wants to invade United States of America with 80 million Bangladeshi populations. And it is the dangerous problems as we are encountering. And I don't think that's none of country would experience this level of invasion from Bangladeshi terrorists, escape Russia and Australia. Okay, and now here we are going back to the topics. Well, and here because of unemployment, here we have to feed 80 million Bangladeshis, and here you can see 10 trillion United States dollars would be expended. That means in first year we lost 11 trillion United States dollars from our GDP. Okay, in second year, at the end of second year, we would lost 21 trillion United States dollars from American GDP. Okay, and in the end of 3 years, we would lost 31 trillion United States dollars from our GDPs because well, we are taking care of 80 million Bangladeshi immigrants who contains no intelligence to be employed. Well, now the irony is that in the November 2024, I, Donald Trump, am the second term elected president of United States of America in the purpose of to reform economy and reform the sovereignty of United States of America. Well, but Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus wants me to be failure in the purpose of to reform the economy of United States of America. Well, And here we can basically here Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus want to erase my credibilities. And it is the points where the nuclear solar fuels of donkey planes. Okay, but now here you can see nuclear solar automobile is American technology. And guess what? Okay, guess what? Here you can see the we get the CIA reports that how Tulsi Gabbard support Bangladeshi terrorists through the Dr. Mohammad Yunus. Okay, and now here difference is that new invention policies would be here. Fuel would be petrol, and the cost of petrol would be $1 United States per 1 liter petrols. And what's the plan? Okay. Now here you can see 10,000 plans. Here we can calculate. Okay. And now let's see the calculations for one plan. 50 persons. Okay. Now here we can see we have explained that kinetic power is 23 trillion megawatts. Okay. Now for one planes here we can find that is 9.1 million billion I mean 9.1 million trillion United States dollars. Okay. And here what about the 10,000? That is here 9.1 billion trillion United States dollars. Well, but the problem is United States Americans contains gross domestic product of only of 30 trillion United States dollars. And guess what? Here we can see and guess what? Now because of Tulsi Gabbard, we are going to be bankruptcy minute by minute. Okay, now here you can see that. Okay, now here you can see what about my colors? Islamic Azan is on. Okay, here we can see, we can understand. Well, and now here you can see this, it is 30, it is almost here 30,000 planes, I will guess. It is 10,000 planes is working on here. And what is cost on petrol? That is 9.1 billion trillion United States dollars. Okay. Now here Tulsi Gabbard is spending 9.1 billion trillion United States dollars only accepting 500,000 Bangladeshi terrorists in this in United States of America with the support of Dr. Bangladeshi terrorist leader Dr. Mohammad Yunus. And now here we can see uh, it is the significant issues we are facing. And now here my promise is that make America great again. Make America great again. But the problem is Tulsi Gabbard did not let us to make American great again. Now we are I could not say make American great again because of Tulsi Gabbard. Then what is the credibility? That is zero. Well, now recently we contained 36 trillion United States dollars as a debt on entire United States of America. But now, because of Tulsi Gabbard, we are going to lose 9.1 billion trillion United States dollars. Well, that means here, what about the economy of United States of America because of Tulsi Gabbard? That is Inna lillahi wa inna ilahi rajiun. Now the problem is that here we can see our United States of America is going to be under terrorist attack and some criminals activities. And here Tulsi Gabbard allowing this in United States of America. Okay. And now here the my frustration points is that why you Tulsi Gabbard are still the director of United States National Intelligence Department when you did not take actions against Dr. Mohammad Yunus. Okay. Well, here I have calculated 10,000 planes against it 500,000 Bangladeshi terrorists in United States of America. But what about what if Dr. Mohammad Yunus wants to invade United States of America with 80 million Bangladeshi terrorists? Okay. Now here I can say some the last points. That is here significance as we can see. Okay. Well, here you can see this it was significance 2E6. Okay, 2 millions. Now here you can notify says that is 6E6. Okay. Now here we know what is a billion trillion. That is 10 to the power 21. Okay. Now here we can see, well, 21 subtract by 4, sum by 6. That means 21 sum by 2, that is 23. Well, here 9.1, it is here. Well, you can see 18.2. Well, and now here you can see the points 1, 2. Well, here you can see that is the significant change. Well, and here you can notify this, that is here, just for a moment, here 2 has been added. Well, here 6. Well, this is the, what is 4. And here you can see this is the significant moments. Well, 138. Now in 2 million planes, here kinetic power is 138 multiplied by 10 to the power 24. And here you can see the here cost is some significant moments, that is here 1 trillion 820 billion United States dollars. And here echo, I would like to say in the language of Michaela Lesbian, hence here accordance with Michaela Lesbian, well, our economy would be just like inna lillahi wa inna ilahi rajiun. Okay. And in the Hindu language, that is our economy would be in the statement of Ram Nam Satya Hai. Okay. Now, I can respect in every religion except Islam, but I have no problem to accept Michaela Islam, not real Islam. Well, that we can see that here it is the significant loss we are facing just because of Tulsi Gabbard. Okay, so hence here we can see my question is to Tulsi Gabbard that why Tulsi Gabbard did not take any actions against Dr. Mohammad Yunus, and why when Tulsi Gabbard did not contains capability to take a action against Dr. Mohammad Yunus, the Bangladeshi terrorist leaders, then why Tulsi Gabbard is in the designation to be Director of United States National Intelligence Departments? I need an answers in December 16 at 10 o'clock night. See you then. Hallelujah.